nice.
Hi, Christopher.
Good.
We're all good now.
You're all good? You know what? You can come really close if you want. You can see a lot better. And excellent. All right. So, does anybody know what kind of bird we have here? Abby knows.
Abby does.
This is a red-tailed hawk. It's a young red-tailed hawk. And we know that because it doesn't have its red tail yet. It will get its red tail probably when it's about 2. So in its 2nd year, it'll get its red tail. You can see they eat all kinds of things. They eat small mammals, they eat small birds, they eat snakes, they eat all kinds of things. And their talons, much more so than some of the birds that just eat small birds, they catch them in there. These guys come down and sometimes they get whatever they're catching puts up a fight. And so sometimes they get kind of gnarly looking. Yeah.
Look at that.
They
Incredible control.
incredible control. And there are some
I know.
reasons for that. They have incredible eyesight so that they can see the mouse from way up in the air. And then they lock their eyes on their prey. They cannot move their eyes in their sockets. They can't go up and down and in circles. They lock their eyes on, they keep their head in one spot, and they just maneuver with their body. So they can keep their head just all in one place and do whatever they need to with their body to get where they need to go and catch their prey. It's a really great adaptation so that they're more successful hunters. The reason they can do that, these birds, like all birds, have 14 vertebrae instead of our 7. So they can do many more things than we can do. Growing up, I always heard owls can turn their heads all the way around. They really can't, but they can go about 3/4. This one's not going to do it for me. They can go about 3/4 of the way around, and that's what owls can do too. And it's because of all those extra vertebrae. Instead of just, they can see different things. I know they've shown that with like kestrels. I'm not sure where the red tails are on that, but the kind of rule of thumb that we have is they can see at least 8 times better than we can, but sometimes I think more. So even really small things in a field as they're soaring around, they can see. You'll often see red tails sitting on tree branches or the tops of telephone poles as you're driving down the road out in the country, and they're up there perching looking for things that are moving on the ground to eat. But I'm going to take it around and you can look at the eyebrow ridge. I don't even know, that's not probably a technical term, but there's a ridge over its eye, over their eyes, and it acts sort of like a visor because they spend a lot of time soaring around up in the sun. I'm going to turn your head. And so they have like their own little visor over their eyes that helps shade it a little bit.
So cool.
That is so cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Do you want to
That's a
see?
red tail.
This is an immature red tail. And it's really a jumpy one.
You guys caught them this morning?
Yeah, we caught it this morning. Well, actually no, we caught it maybe, I don't know, 20 minutes ago or half an hour ago. We don't have them in hand very long. Just for a short time, and then we release them. This guy is really jumpy. Yeah.
Not very vocal.
Really a cool opportunity because you really get to hold it and let it go, and letting it go is just awesome. So, if anybody's interested, is there anybody on the list?
Yes.
There is. You're on the list. All right, it's your bird. What's your name?
Sam.
Sam. All right, we're going to write down the number here. It's a really jumpy bird. We're gonna count to 3. And you're gonna give it
Yep.
a big
Down and up.
here.
Yep. Catch.
Shot. Ready? 1, 2, 3. They do. Check out that. Hey, this one keeps doing funny things with its tongue. Yeah, but it's not because this is a red-tailed hawk. We've had many red-tails today. It's their time. It is just their time. Others don't, but that's one of the characteristics of red-tails, and it's kind of an aggressive. I'm big. I'm here. You know.
Not a cooling.
It
Like a
might be.
dog.
It
Oh.
might be sometimes. I'm not sure, but it's soaring. It's like it's got its own built-in little visor. Visors on each eye.
It's a beautiful example of that, isn't it?
Yeah. Now, did you see? I moved it, and it just really kept its eyes on whatever it was looking at. Oh, it's you, Linda.
Shadow.
None too pleased.
Yeah, and it's able to do that. It can't move its eyes in the socket, but if they see something on the ground, they can keep their eyes on it, do whatever maneuvering they need to do with their body, not their head, and it helps them be better hunters.
Does the coloration above the beak also change? I notice it's kind of green.
It's kind of green. On red tails, it is kind of green.
It is.
On
just-
falcons, it's flat out yellow.
Oh,
It just,
really?
yeah, and on like sharpshins and stuff, it really depends on the species.
Okay.
On every red tail that I've had in the hand, it's this green color. Kind of,
Hi, you.
Might
Or
be the
maybe not.
light.
It just
Snap
might be
it.
my poor eyesight too.
yeah, I don't know.
Just beautiful.
Does the eye color change at all?
The eye color will change. It doesn't get chocolate brown, but it gets a darker kind of light brown, and sometimes it even gets a sparkly marbly effect to it.
Wow.
It's really the adult birds that we've had. Some of them have had very interesting eyes, a little bit more mottled, but very, very cool eyes.
And what's the difference in size between a male and a female, or isn't there any?
In red tails, not so much.
Okay.
Red tails, our banders can't really tell males from females. You have to do
Know
some
what you're-
DNA.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they usually cannot tell. We had one a little bit ago that was quite a bit smaller than this one. I think
Really?
There is.
So there could be some?
I think there is some variation in
Okay.
size. That's just my own personal opinion.
Okay.
Don't quote me as an
What about
ornithologist here.
What about the eyelid thing? Can you tell us about? I know
It's
there's
got
something about
a
there.
third eyelid going, like frogs have a nictitating membrane. So it actually has two regular ones that it doesn't use very often, but then it's got that third one that keeps flipping over. You see that? Keeps it moist. When they're flying, they can do that to help protect their eye and see at the same time. That flicks back and forth, and it really protects their eye because they can get going so fast in the stoop that the air going by their eye could injure it, could cause problems, and so they've got that extra protective eyelid.
Wow. What a beautiful bird.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Now, if it opens its mouth again, stick your tongue out. They have this really cool. Some of the red tails will really open their mouths wide, and you can see it. They have these two little barbs almost on their tongue. Kind of see it. Yep. If they might have little shreds of a rabbit. Helps keep things going the right direction. Or if it's a very small vole and they're just trying to swallow, something that's or maybe even smaller than a vole, and it maybe it's still wiggling. It just helps keep things going in the right direction. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So this bird it helps people learn more about what they're up to. We also count. The guys on the platform back there are counting. Did you see that? They're counting. And so the mission is research and education. So we get to show people like you the birds. We do a lot of school groups. We're totally private nonprofit. We don't get any DNR money or UMD money or any money from other sources than some grants and a lot of donations. And Eric's gonna take a picture.
I love that bouquet. That's a great.
That's a great
Raptor bouquet. Look at that. You don't see them details that much when they're. He's a real mover.
He is really jumpy.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. So you're like a granny shot in basketball where you throw it up in the air, just jump, throw it out the sky. Okay, and we're all gonna count to 3.
Yep.
And on 3, you're gonna let it go. All right, ready?
Yep.
1,
2,
3.
Woo! Go, baby, go! Look at that.
Oh yeah, I can see it now. Here, see if you can see it.
Like it before or since.
This one's got a
It seemed to have a total lack of iridescence.
Once you get it, you can really see it.
Oh yeah, isn't that amazing? It had no iridescence, so it was a flat, pale brown, where the hummingbirds were green. I didn't try to read to see it's the color.
You see that?
Yes.
And another immature bald eagle. Give them maybe another 20 seconds or so. Straight out over the lake. Slowly coming towards the bald eagle convention. Another gorgeous red tail, adult red tail coming in off the lake.